Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Let's do another reading. Look at this beautiful gemstones that I got for you. So we're gonna be doing 4 options today. Not sure if you can see them. So it's a moon gemstone. Pick the one that you like. And today's reading is about his last thoughts about me. What is he thinking about you? His last thought. Okay, so I'm gonna put 3 cards for signification for each pile, and then I'm gonna be using another deck, full deck, for each of the piles, so this way we get more accurate information and messages. Okay, his last thoughts about you. Pile number 1. Signification, maybe him, your situation, or just in general something important about this connection, something that signifies it. Or maybe it's gonna already reveal his thoughts about you, so we'll take a look. Number 2. Number 3. And number 4. Okay, take a moment, pick a pile. Actually, I think this looks better, so I'm just gonna leave it on a white background so you can see the stones. I'm gonna give you a few seconds so you can concentrate, meditate, tune into your intuition, and pick the pile that you like the most. Please think about your person. It has to be on your mind, or she has to be on your mind. This way, your intuition will make the right choice. His last thoughts about you. Let's start with pile number 1. Oops. Oh my goodness. It doesn't want to stay. Let's just do this. A lot of choices. I see a lot of choices. And it's like some indecision is going on in this connection, or either you or him are choosing whether or not they should stay in this relationship or continue this connection, develop it. It's like both of you, actually, I would say, because the card of a choice and indecision came up twice. There's some kind of choice that needs to be made, either from your part, his part, or both of you. And I feel like someone, or actually all the parties involved, they just trying to not compromise anything on their own. You know, like this guy's holding all his coins. He knows that he needs to make a choice. He needs to do something to in regards to this connection, you know, to move forward. But like everyone is basically choosing their stability, the comfort, and they are very frigid when it comes to like you know, being flexible or giving something up of their own, because they just don't want to, I want to even say, like, not even sacrifice, but like compromise or like find solutions. Like everyone is cool on their own. They don't really feel like doing anything, you know? And but they know that they have to make this choice, because sooner or later, like it's inevitable, you know, there's no other way. You have to make a choice, either yes, either no, either we're doing this, we're not doing this. Like something has to change. Or maybe he's just, or you are indecisive about him. But here I feel like both of you are kind of in this energies, like do I want this? Should I do this? Like, I don't see only one-sidedness, you know, of the situation. It's more like something is in the air and both of you are thinking about it. Okay, let's get my favorite deck, one of my favorites. I love them all. And see his last thoughts about you. We're gonna look at his thoughts, feelings, maybe intentions. Is there a potential action coming through? We'll look at it all. Okay. Let's take a look at this. I feel like this is what's going on in the connection right now. Like everyone is kind of like holding on to their own, either to their own word, to their own life, to their own just like principles. Like no one is really being open, and something needs to develop further, and like someone has to, or both have to kind of find a solution, you know. Actually, I want to take a look what's going on in this connection. What is it? What kind of choice? I would say the choice is very simple, whether or not we should build a relationship. And here the cards are talking about like serious relationship, you know, like something more stable, something consistent, long-term, serious. So this choice is very important because it involves not only investments from both people, but also commitment, intention, time, work. Like you see this guy is planting his tree, and the choice is about whether or not we should develop it further, whether or not we should build this. Basically, that's what it is. Whether or not we should go here. Okay, his last thoughts. Okay, his last thoughts about you. Interesting. So first of all, he sees you as a very bright, energetic woman. You come up here as Queen of Wands. You know, I feel like you like to help people. Like you're very giving. I just feel like you like people here. And I want to see if it's him or is it you in this situation. You know what? I think it's him. Because it's like you are kind of like willing to work with him, and he's just like closing off, and you know, you want to invite him to this happiness. Look at the spark, right? Passion, happiness, just like willingness to work with him. But for him, it's like he has to think it through in a sense. So like you almost giving him a hand, like, hey, I want to work with you. And he's like, I don't know, which doesn't really, you know, make sense, because I mean, at least for me, because what I see here is that he likes you, he sees long-term potential with you, but for some reason, I don't know what situation has happened, you kind of like making this, I don't want to say the first move, but you showed him the willingness to work on whatever's happening between you two, but like he for some reason is stalling, you know what I mean? So his thoughts are just like, first of all, as I said, very helpful, active woman. You probably like to go out or have a lot of friends, and For some reason, I feel like someone is in a bubble here, like some kind of bubble. Like you are very open, and I feel like that's him who's like more closed off. Maybe that's his personality or what, but like it's almost like someone is not letting another person in, you know? Okay, his feelings. Oh my god, dude, I'm telling you, the way the cards came up from the start, this is like the story of it. He definitely sees potential with you. He definitely sees you as a long-term either girlfriend, I don't know, fiance, wife, you know, mother of the kids. Like he has very serious views on you. Like you're the person he definitely pictures himself marrying, you know. You come up as a wife here, and like it's such a lucrative offer for him. Like he knows that you are this very resourceful woman, like a stable woman in his life. By the way, I feel like you've been with this person for a while. Either you work together, you've been for a while, or I see consistency, stable consistency, you know? Like it's not like a guy you just met. If this doesn't resonate with you, this is not your pile. Pick another one. Because here I see his feelings are very stable desire. Like there might have been a lot of passion because you come up as a very passionate, you know, person. That's your personality. But like the way he feels about you is very stable, in a sense. Like he is consistently passionate about you, in a sense, because the devil and you know, a stable woman like Queen of Pentacles, that's like it's a very good sign when it comes to feelings, I would say, because he kind of like, there is no boredom, you know, there's like this continuous desire, and but at the same time it's like serious, you know what I mean? It's not a flingy situation. No, it's more like I really want this. His actions. You know, I just don't understand, like, if he feels this way, like, why is he... First of all, he wants you, definitely he likes you, you provide him stability, he feels very stable with you, you know? He feels comfortable, stable, and I definitely feel some... I mean, it didn't show his feelings, it showed his, basically, desires, you know, like sexual desire, like he wants you as a woman. What's the issue then? Why is he stalling, or what's going on? Like, why does he not wanting to, or like taking his time making this choice? Like, choice of what? To commit or what? Maybe you've been dating for a while and not just, he just doesn't know, like, you know, if he's ready to actually officially say it out loud, like, hey, you want to be together, or like, hey, do you want to move it to the next level? So what's the issue here? Because I see that he definitely likes you. He definitely sees you as a very hot, resourceful woman that he pictures himself in the long term. Like, what's the problem then? I don't understand. Like, what's the problem? What choice he's like hard for him to make? So hard. Let me see. He sees you as a pair. At the same time, he kind of there's like, if you have another, if this is like not a serious, you know, connection, and you have someone else, or he has someone else, because there's another pair came up. It could be you, or it could be just him thinking that, yes, whatever you have, it's there's truthful, there's, you know, emotions, and they're sincere. But it's almost like he's afraid to lose his, in a sense, like freedom, you know? Let me see. Yeah, he's like, he wants to kind of like explore his options, to see what's out there. He has this very dreamy personality, like, even though he thinks very highly of you, for some reason, he's like, he likes having fun times, and, or like, he likes to hang out with friends. Maybe friends mean a lot to him, you know? and he's just like, I don't know, like some girls, they don't really like when a guy just goes out, maybe has female friends or something like that, like, and he's not ready to give it up or something, like, just he doesn't want to. He feels like, basically he feels great. He I wouldn't even say he's in love with you, but at the same time, he's like, I want to do what I want to do, you know, I want to be the magician. Like, I want to think about myself first. I want to think about my fun times with other people, and like, I don't want to go too deep, because I would say with High Priestess, this card is like going inside, going deeper, and this is just like, he just wants to be like in control of the situation and have definitely have fun times. Like, although at the same time, he definitely like sees the potential with you. So for now, it's like, yes, she's a very good, you know, woman, and I definitely see myself with her. But right now, like, I don't think I'm 100% ready to make this either give something up. Well, here is just like fun times with some other people. That's what's coming up here. But in the future, this has a good potential, because in his mind, he consciously understands, he's aware of like what you are to him, and that he definitely can't just, I mean, he has to take, you know, because that's what he wants. It's just like right now he's kind of like being very wobbly. Okay, advice for you. I would say take your time with this guy. Let him, you know, how do you call it? You know, when a guy is like all romantic and tries to win you over, exactly. Let him win you over, let him do all the gestures, let him, make him deserve you, make him earn you, you know? And at the same time, just like see how it unfolds. Because I see him doing some, you know, nice romantic stuff, like maybe dates or just like giving you attention. It's very nice. But like, don't go all the way in, you know, don't like dive into these feelings, because it might be very possible, you know, you guys have a very good connection, physical connection, emotional connection. Like, I see you guys have this, it's very mutual here in this pile. When he just like take his take his actions, romantic approach, as first of all as given, and just, you know, very calmly, nonchalant, very like, okay, oh, you asked me out over here, okay, cool, you know, nothing like, don't visualize some, I don't know, some illusions or something perfect, or like, don't make him the guy from your dreams, you know, because then you're gonna basically idealize him in your head, and like, he might not be that. So basically, I do see that he will most likely do some good stuff. Like, he will be very attentive, he will put in some effort. Just take it as given, you know, don't go head over heels. That's all I want to say, because that's gonna help you be logical about this connection, and most importantly, that's gonna like show him your, you know, complete emotional independence, and that's probably what's gonna actually want to take things forward, you know, move it forward, either commit or say something which you've been wanting him to say. So that's gonna actually make him work hard for what you want him to do. That was pile number 1. Let's move to pile number 2 for those who picked this beautiful new moon. Oh, someone here is very upset and sad. Very upset. Either the guy, we're gonna look further, either the guy or you, but there's definitely someone who is like hurt, you know, by because this is King of Swords. He's very strict and harsh. He would be the one to like be able to hurt in this scenario. I just feel like it might be him who caused you, who made you feel this way, you know, like very sad, hurt, just sleepless nights, you know, just thinking about it, just thinking it over and over and over. And for some reason I think it's you, and he is actually almost like moving forward, like he's moving on, like he's completely fine. He's very cold personality is coming up here for a guy. Very cold personality. He's like very you know, basically come and go. I don't see him being very emotionally compassionate. He is just an achiever. He likes to achieve things. Either it's, I don't know, you or whatever happened between you two. He just like doesn't really reflect on his actions, you know, like a warrior almost. And basically you're not happy with his behavior because it hurts you. I just feel like complete disregard for feelings over here. He might be focused on his work, or he just might be just not giving you the time of the day, you know? Like he has very active life or other goals that he's working towards, and like, or he's achieving and, you know, putting in all his time and energy, and like you over here like left out. So that's not cool. Okay, let's take a look at him. What is going on with this guy? Actually, first I want to ask what happened. What happened here? You know what? This guy is just, I feel like you guys had a relationship. It was with a person like this. It could be a lot of manipulation, in a sense, like hot and cold, because he comes up in two completely different energies. Here he comes up as King of Swords, who is very cold and distant and just like completely, you don't see his heart, you know. And here he comes up like as a King of Cups, very open, very lovely. So with this, I would say there's definitely been some like hot and cold energy in this relationship. Maybe he did on purpose, or just the way he is, you know. Some people, especially narcissists, like they sometimes like to lure you in with you know, showing all the good sides, and, you know, trying to woo you, trying to like just do whatever you want and be there for you, text you 100 times a day, and like one day, like boom, and he's just disappeared, you know, and you're like, what the fuck happened? So I feel like this guy is very, I would say, maybe it's just his personality, or this was like very pragmatic move. This is just, maybe he doesn't even know that he's doing it, but like it's a sort of manipulation, because it makes him feel good about himself, first of all, and it makes him feel very confident and very cool, you know, like playing with your emotions kind of like makes him feel, I don't know, I won't say he gets pleasure out of it, but he feels like a winner. He feels very calm. He doesn't feel like, oh, I did something wrong. It's like basically the way it should be, and whatever, even if it's intentional or not intentional, like today he feels very, you know, in love with you, and tomorrow he's like distant. For him, it's like, well, why should it be sad? Why she should be sad? Like he doesn't think of it as a problem. So definitely some hot and cold energy, and like it's very hard to be with a person like this, because it's very unstable, you know. He's very unstable, and he's making you unstable by his unstable reactions or like behavior and stuff. Yeah, it's like, you know, good times, and then like wow, and then boom, something else, or maybe nothing has happened, and just out of nowhere it's like down. It's like very roller coaster. I would say this guy is very observant and very calm. Like even if he's very sometimes nice and stuff, he's very almost like in a sense, like cynical in his mind, very logical. You know, he thinks things through. Like this guy over here, he's almost looking into your soul, and he knows exactly what to do. Like very logical. He's never impulsive. Even if he becomes like shows up like this, like in his mind, deep in his mind, he has a plan. He has some strategies. Like the guy is coming up with some strategy over here. And you like very, you know, being open and just, I don't know, trusting him with your feelings. You just like basically reacting the way he expected you to, or some sort of it. Because I see him being very calm. Doesn't matter how you feel, he feels calm and completely, you know, I wouldn't even say like maybe it was his intentions. Who knows? Okay, his thoughts. Interesting. Definitely something happened here. Either a breakup or someone hurt someone. I want to see, he thinks that you are hurt, or is that him? I feel like the relationship has ended here, but I want to see who is it. I think it's maybe it's both, because it doesn't really show me, the cards don't show me the exact person. Like I pulled cards and you know, no figure is coming up here. I'm gonna say, because it's a general reading, I'm gonna say this. So we all just saw that someone is being sad. Someone is sad about the situation, and it actually revealed here that there's definitely been a relationship and it has come to an end. Might be because of, I mean, this is the card of mysteries and some secrets, you know, so it might be just some information wasn't pleasant to, you know, the person, and it like lies or something like that. His thoughts are that, actually, I think it's about you, because the question was what he thinks about you, right? His thoughts. He thinks you are suffering, and he's thinking about texting you. He thinks you are suffering. This is the same card as this. Because my point was like, is this his thoughts about the relationship, meaning his thoughts? But the initial reading, as I just like actually correct myself, was his thoughts about you, his feelings about you, just all about you. So if it's you, this is the way he sees you. If that was about the relationship, this would be his feelings about the relationship, meaning that he's in some nostalgia, regret, and just like very sad emotions about the relationship, that it didn't work out. You know, just like reminiscing it all the time and just thinking why I could have done something better. But like in this case, if we're asking about you, this is how he sees you feeling. And he's thinking about messaging you. I wouldn't even say like, just to see how you are, you know, because he thinks you're feeling bad. Someone is feeling free and someone is like feeling completely like shut down here. I feel like there was a breakup. Okay. His feelings. He has some feelings. They're not very deep, but there's definitely feelings, you know, and they're sincere, they're honest. They're like just like a baby feeling, I would say. Baby love, just about to blow, you know, like blow up, because it's a page of cups, you know. It's not like it's just the beginning of these feelings. They're not fully developed, they're not stable. It's like a little spark of love, a little spark of love. Usually it happens in the initial stages, or sometimes when it's like not a deep connection. You know, it's more than I just like her. It's like I kind of might have a crush on her. I like her a little more than just, you know, average girl. So that's like that, a little bit of a love. And I want to clarify this card. You know, he has so many doubts. This guy is completely emotionally closed off. Because first of all, even if he feels this like a baby love, the first step of love, he doesn't want to explore it. And it's not you, it's him. Because he, on one hand, he really wishes for, you know, love, for like pure connection, and just have this union with someone, you know, find a soulmate. But at the same time, he has so many doubts. Like, what if they betray me? What if it doesn't work out? What if I will drown in these feelings? And like, I'm gonna be so hurt. Like all the negative scenarios in his head. But like, he's wishing for it, but then he's afraid to take the chance. It's like, you don't wish for it, you know? If you can't risk it, if you can't risk of getting what you want, and you're not ready for it not to work out, like you're not ready to take a failure, don't play the game. That's what I'm gonna tell him. Because this guy is, first of all, he's super slow. He's super slow. Before he makes a move or does something, he will like think 100 times. He's an overthinker. He thinks too much. This guy thinks too much. And you know what's funny? He came up as very cold, but he actually is a King of Cups. That he came up as the next time when I clarify the situation between you two. He's just coming up as King of Swords to you right now, because he is probably not, I don't think you guys even talk that much, or you just recently had a breakup or some kind of, you know, not good situation, an argument, or just like a falling off. But he's actually King of Cups, because his mood is like this all the fucking time. And that's actually explains why it's like hot and cold energy. And as soon as he feels like if he has any sort of feelings, if they're like just, you know, starting to bloom inside of him, for him it's like, oh my goodness, I am being trapped. I'm trapped in my own heart, in my own feelings. For him, it's like the end of the world, because he can't control it. For him, it's not it's not good. For him, you know how when you fall in love, you feel happy and all. For him, it's like a trap. It's like a jail. It's like a prison. It's like, oh my goodness, I feel completely tied down. Like, what I'm gonna do? I want to get out. I don't have the air to breathe. You know, he's afraid of what might go wrong, or he's just. I don't think he's ever been in love. Even if he was, it wasn't like a good, you know, experience, because he's completely, either this guy's just immature. He's not ready for like real love. First of all, he has too many negative scenarios in his mind, and him even having like a chance to, you know, get what he wants, which is a loving relationship, he can't go even further, the first step. Like, he has a crush, but he can't even, you know, do the right thing with it. Because then he like takes 2 steps back, and like it doesn't work. And he doesn't want to share. He doesn't want to share his feelings. He doesn't want to open up. Like, as soon as he feels something, he closes himself off. That's what he does. But definitely there is interest. There is interest, and he's like trying to get away from his own feelings, because I guess he's just not used to, you know, feeling anything. That makes him feel, I don't know, cool, not even cool. It makes him feel content and in control, in a sense, you know, because he probably knows he can't handle the feelings. That's why he tries to like avoid them. Like, he just avoids them altogether, you know. Okay, actions. I see some movement after, so there is a decision that will be made. He's definitely thinking about your situation, about your connection and you. And then there's movement towards some power, some state of power. So I want to see, is it moving on or is it coming back? Because he's gonna make a decision, very major decision by the Justice card. It's like yes or no. Like, will I do it or not? Will I, you know, give it a chance or no? Or like, will I go back or something like that? Just a very major decision, yes or no, very black and white. So I want to see. You know, it might be that, oh my God, this guy. Unfortunately, I don't really see him doing any, like making any, like taking any actions. It's like, it will, of course it makes him sad as well. Like he's not, you know, because like, first of all, he tries not to feel anything towards you and he can't. And whenever you feel something and you try to shut it off inside of your own heart, that causes distress in your entire body and in your life and just in your mind. Like, because you want one thing and you're making yourself doing another. You're not in an agreement, you know, you're not in synchrony with your own self. So that's obviously, it's gonna cause some issues down the road, just with your thinking, with your behavior, things that like happen to you or like not happen to you, just like your life choices. So that's what's happening with him. Completely, like he's not balanced with what he wants, what he feels, and then what he does. For the near future, it's not forever, for the near future, right? I just see him making a very strict decision where he is leaving this connection as he thinks for good. He thinks it's good for him. He thinks he made the right choice. He's trying to make the right choice, and the right choice is just to basically, with a sad heart, because this, you know, the person is sad and like he's just leaving the past in the past, the argument or something that didn't work out. It's like, no, I want to leave it in the past. I want to move on. I want to leave all this whatever, maybe you had a fight or something. He just doesn't want, just wants to leave it in the past, you know. And I do see some this might represent a mother. He might have like a very strong mother figure, or some woman in his life that is like, I don't know if he's has a wife or something, or you know, he's not single. Definitely some person that is affecting his actions. He can't take an action because of it. And just in general, if he's completely single, he thinks that you want and you deserve something more, and he can't give it to you. That's why he chooses just to close off. Again, this guy always closes off. Anytime he feels something, he just, you know, like a how do you call it, like a, you know, the sign Cancer. So the sign Cancer is actually whenever they feel a little bit of imbalance or danger, they go back to their shell. So he always does it. So it might also mean that he thinks that you want, you know, something normal, something balanced, normal relationship. I mean, maybe marriage, just like something serious and substantial. And he can't, for him it's too hard. He just chooses to be alone. To be alone, again, completely closed off, and just have very casual type of relationships, friendships, very light, nothing deep, you know, because deepness scares him. Advice for you: you have to end this relationship. You have to let it go, because it came to a logical end. The advice for you here is that after you put an end to this, like, to this relationship, to this chapter of your life with this person, you're gonna go through transformation. That's not gonna make you feel so sad and hurt like you did over here. You know, it's like you've learned a lot of things with him, and now it's time. And even if he was the one to leave this connection, it was the right time, because you've learned everything you needed to learn, and now you're gonna go through the process of transformation. And let me see. Yes, you're gonna go to something new. You're gonna go to something new, a lot of conversations, and just completely new, you know, way of thinking, just openness to dating other people. You know, maybe you'll kind of have a new way of thinking of how you want a relationship to be, what kind of man you want. And basically the advice here is just you're gonna fall into happy times after this. This relationship was meant to be in your life just so you can learn and be prepared, get some important takeaways from this, you know, for the future connection. This is not it. Because I don't think this is the guy, like, I don't think this guy made you feel happy for a long time, you know? Like, I don't think this is the first time he disappoints you. And the advice from the cards is just to finish it. Kill it straight. All right, that was number 2. Let's move on to number 3. Oh my god, I did 4. Usually I do 3. It's gonna take a long time, but it's okay. Look at this beautiful stone. I think it's opalite. I love it. It's so translucent. Okay, number 3. Okay, I definitely see a connection here. For some, it might be even marriage, going towards marriage, living together, something very serious, you know, something very serious. Or you're thinking about it. I see a lot of, this might represent some arguments or some very fiery talks, like very hot talks, like, not hot actually, no, very sharp talks, sharp situations or something. Like, it could also mean that the relationship is developing so fast, in a good way, because I see very like traditional development of it, you know, like you date, then there's family, then like marriage and stuff like this. So it's almost going towards, like, fast going towards this happy union. But let's see, right? Actually, why am I saying but? No, but I want everything to be good. So let's see. Or maybe you guys will live together, or like thinking of it, something like that. Definitely, yeah, some type of union, some future together, like some vision ahead. Maybe some kind of like spiritual connection, you know, like maybe you think, oh, it's my soulmate, or he thinks this way. Okay. His thoughts. Actually, no. Let me take a look. What is it? Is it like you are dating and like you're not even dating, you are in a relationship? And because I definitely see here something more, you know, stable than just dating. And you had a fight, or is it going towards something serious, like the next step of a relationship? What's going on here? Look at the same card. I love when it's like so aligned, you know? Something is happening fast. I don't understand what. it's interesting. I think that you just had some fight. I feel like there was a lot of talking. Someone felt like the winner, someone felt very disappointed and heartbroken. I feel like it's some kind of as if you had some rough moment or a fight or something like that. But you're still like kind of together. Yeah, I definitely see a fight. And like I feel like you are kind of coming up as Queen of Swords, so you kind of like disappointed by his behavior or something like that. I think these people are together, and there's been some unpleasant maybe conversation, just some sort of disagreement. Very maybe some harsh words were said, some type of argument, you know. Okay. Okay, his thoughts about you. Again, remember I just showed you this card? And okay, what he's thinking? He's thinking that you're mad. You are mad at him. Huh, interesting. Another guy is coming up. Is this like a third party situation or something? I don't know, maybe you had a friend and he was jealous about a friend or something like that, and you were like, I didn't do anything wrong, why are you overreacting? You know, this kind of scenario is coming up to my mind. He sees you, himself, and another guy. And you are mad at him because when I clarified the situation, you came up exactly the same person. There's definitely been some sort of fight, some argument. And I think it involves some guy, I don't know who that is. Maybe your brother, your father, I don't know. Or some male energy, you know, or maybe he thinks that you're talking to someone or something like that. Like, I don't know, maybe your ex texted you and he was upset about it, something about it. But you think that you didn't do anything wrong, and it's just you're very cold to him. Or maybe, I mean, anytime, you know, people have arguments and fights, I mean, every person has their own truth, you know. It's not I mean, sometimes, yeah, they do admit their mistakes, but in this case, even if you did something wrong, you're still you haven't cooled off from the situation, so that's why coming up as cold. Maybe you did something wrong, I don't know, but you're still in that cold energy towards him. You know, dude, I think, did he catch you with another guy? Is he, or maybe is he just very jealous type? Because I don't know what it is. In his mind, there's two guys and you. And then in his feelings, first of all, he has a lot of respect for you. And he definitely, remember this card came up, Hierophant? This is the same card. So again, very aligned. I love when it's like one deck clarifies and just shows the same cards as the other, you know, that just makes it more accurate. He has a lot of respect for you. His feelings, well, he feels completely heartbroken. I don't know what you did. He feels hurt. And you know what he feels? He feels that you don't really care. You like doing you, and like you are very just, you know, I wouldn't say you're having fun. I would just say like you're living your life. Like it didn't really affect you. But him, whatever happened, it affected very deeply, and but he still thinks nice of you. Like he thinks highly of you. That's what I can say. Very highly of you, and I would even say like he takes you seriously. It almost feels like he's your boyfriend, you know, who's got jealous or something like that. Like that's how it feels. So right now he's heartbroken over the situation. Yeah. Did you walk away, or I don't know what happened, but like he's unhappy right now. Okay, actions. What are you gonna do? He sees you as his like serious girlfriend or partner. Basically, this guy is not a fling, 100%. This is a person that you've been with for some time, and he definitely has some serious intentions towards you. I can see that. Very, oh my goodness. Dude, I don't know, is he going to propose or what? Like, he is just ready to roll. He's gonna do some act. He's gonna make you the main woman of his life. Like, I'm telling you, this guy is just like, dude, I'm freaking tired of this, you know, maybe other men she's talking to, whatever. I want her all to myself. He's gonna make you the main woman in his life, for real. Look at this. Four of Wands, King of Pentacles, and Empress. His actions, for actions, I see commitment. At least commitment. At least some kind of talking about future together, like, hey, you know, what are we doing here? Something like that. Very serious talk about the relationship, where it's going. And I would also say with this card, I see marriage, moving in together, having a baby, very serious, good, serious stuff, you know, like the development of a relationship, true family. He's gonna take an action towards, you know, being like building a family with you, or starting to do it. Dude, honestly, he's like, I'm just like clarifying some cards here. He definitely wants to be with you, commit to you, have a stable relationship with you, build a home together, all sort of things. You know what's funny? So this is the advice for you, right? So the cards are saying it looks like you guys fight a lot, or maybe lately it's been some kind of like a rough patch that you know, sometimes don't agree with each other. Maybe you're just very opinionated and he's very impulsive, and it's just like when two fires, you know, talk to each other, sometimes it blows up actually. So with this advice card, it almost feels like anytime you have an argument, just be strong, you know? Don't, like, basically don't let, if you don't think this argument or whatever you're being told is like not true, like be strong and don't let another person, meaning him, to take you down on it, you know? Like believe, like basically defend yourself, like fight with strength, something like this. Because if you, I mean, obviously not all the time, but if you think that you have the right of way in this particular situation, don't bend down, you know? Don't be like, oh, okay, you're right, blah blah blah. No, it's okay. It's actually, because, dude, sometimes he needs to think about it, you know? Because basically, here's what I'm trying to say. Don't feel bad when you guys have a disagreement. It's nothing serious. And if you think that you're right and it's objectively right, because I think with this guy he's a little bit more impulsive than you, then be confident in your responses. It's not like fight with him, but just like basically explain to him why and what, you know, don't make a dramatic scene, just stand your ground. That's it. And in this case, you have to stand your ground. In this specific fight, you're right. So even if he tries to tell you otherwise and tries to, like, I don't know, blame you, whatever, you know, no. You have to make sure to show your claws, you know, like this lion card. All right, number four. Look at this beautiful gemstones. Oh my god, I love it. Very energetic, very active, maybe sometimes impulsive, sexy, passionate. Usually people like this, they talk a lot. I mean, like, he's not shy in a sense, you know. He has just, even like if he doesn't talk too much, he's more social, I would say. They have good like, they're very social. They like to be with other people, talk to other people, hang out, just like very kind of extroverted personality almost, you know, having just good time, good sense of humor, so all that. Very fiery personality coming up here. That would came up for, you know, signification of this pile. It could be, I'm sure that's the guy who you're asking about. What about the relationship? You just kind of showed him, you know. I just see him. He's like just doing his work. It's like, it seems like he's putting a lot of effort. He has a lot of on his plate, and he's doing it because he has this idea with the Seven of Cups, like he wants to get the cup that he wants, and that looks so appealing to him that he's willing to put like every effort possible. Maybe that cup is you, you know. He's very motivated to put in so much effort. So that's all I'm saying. The only thing with this card might be that he's being very, maybe not very, he might be a little bit dreamy about, oh, like for example, I want this and I want to do everything to get it, you know, but what he gets, it might not be what he's thinking about. It might not be like what he gets. Like, you order something like, oh my god, I think it's gonna be so cool. You order something online and then you receive it and it's like not what you pictured, you know, what you expected. So, but for now, it's like he is driven by this idea, almost ideal, perfect, just, yeah, idea in his mind, and he's just working it. I honestly think, let me see actually, what is it? What is this? What is going on here? A lot of sexual energy coming up here. You know what's funny? I just see this guy wanting to get what he wants by any means, like he can even lie here and there, or like do something not morally good, you know, like, I don't know, he's just sneaky ways. Even with that, like, he just wants to get what he wants. For him, it's important, and he thinks through his every action. What is it? What is he that he wants? Or maybe he's showing you like he's ready to do everything, you know, but that's just an illusion, because Seven of Cups became Seven of Swords. So here these illusions became the obvious lies and intentional lies, intentional sneakiness, you know. It's not always the bad card, but like with this two, it's like he's leading you on to believing something that is not true and doing it on purpose almost. What is it? Who does he want? Okay, he wants to get laid. All right, and it looks like you're not really giving it to him, so you know why? Because he already upset you. He did something, or you already saw that he's not a relationship material, and basically whatever he wants, he seems like he's putting in effort, but in reality he's more focused on more physical aspects of a relationship, I would say. Or basically maybe so you can be, oh yeah, again he puts it, oh Jesus Christ, dude, again look at this, Seven of Cups. Whatever this guy does, he just makes you believe, or makes it look like he's doing something, right? He's not doing anything. He is just keeping everything to himself, but he wants to seem like he's committing, you know, to you, or like being very involved and blah blah blah, like, hey, you know. He just wants to, you know how some people, they don't want to commit and put labels on, but yet they still want you to behave as his girlfriend or vice versa, or boyfriend. It's like almost they can do whatever they want, and like they're not committed to you, but like you have to be there for them all the time. In this case, he shows his effort on the outside, on the surface, and legitimately, I mean, you might believe it because that's what it shows, you know, 2 + 2 = 4, but in reality that's like something that he does just to, he's not fully in it, you know, his heart isn't in it. He just shows it to you to prove, or to just so you're not, so basically to get what he wants from you. In this case, maybe it could be dating you. Maybe if you like, if he says, hey, I just don't want to, you know, anything serious, I just want to hook up, whatever, maybe you'll just tell him no. So he has to basically come up with some stuff to make you stay, even if it matters that like he's not really actually committing, you know. He just makes it look like, oh my god, I'm putting so much effort, I'm doing this and that, and you like, so you can think like, oh, okay, he's doing something, like, you know, like he's investing in me. Thoughts, dude, he really likes you, really, by the way. You might find him very sexually appealing. He might be totally your type, or it's just the way he is, like he has this very sexual energy to him, you know. He finds you the same way. He's upset that he's not getting it. Like, again, I don't know, did you like, if you didn't have sex, like this is all he can tell you, I'm gonna get you the moon just to be with you, you know. I mean, it doesn't really mean it's just one-time thing, but I don't see him being seriously involved or like looking into the future with you so far ahead. Right now he just wants to get, like, he wants you, and I feel like he's not getting it, or either he used to and not anymore, because maybe you told him off, like, hey dude, you're not doing anything, and like it's just one-sided, you know, connection. I don't want to do this anymore. So, and that's why he's now making it look like he's doing something, because he has to, you know, otherwise you'll just like tell him no. Anyway, he's thinking about how pleasant it was to spend time with you, and he doesn't have it anymore. It's funny. His feelings are interesting. He's trying to understand what he feels inside of him. He's trying to understand his own feelings in a sense. Because like on one hand, he wants freedom and just do what he wants. On another hand, it's like, I'm already, even if I'm faking that I'm putting so much work in this, connection and doing everything for her, even if I'm faking it to get whatever I want from her, or just her to be with me, that makes me kind of already, I don't know, maybe feel some stuff or get attached or care about it. It's like the more he does it, even if he's faking it, it's like making him think about you more seriously. That's interesting, because he doesn't know what his feelings are towards you. He knows that he feels very happy when he's with you. He likes the way he is with you. You think he's probably very I don't know, good material to date, good candidate or something like that. Like he has his stuff together. Maybe he already has a house, like he bought it, not already, I mean, if he's young, obviously, like he has some estate to him, he has some stability in his life, maybe when it comes to finances. So you think like, oh, that's a good deal. He has his stuff together, and that's how he feels with you. And let me see his feelings. What is it? I don't see his feelings are, you know what it is? He definitely thinks that you want something more substantial. You want like a relationship. You're not there to entertain hookups here and there, hooking up or having sex as friends. Like with this specific guy, you don't want to entertain this. Or maybe that's just a personality, you are here for the real deal. And if you're not it, you'll just tell him no. And he sees you very basically he sees you as a woman on the same level as him, in the sense like he thinks highly of you, that you know what you want a stable connection, stability, consistency, not just like one time or like having fun once in a while type of thing, nothing casual. You are here for a relationship. That's what you want. If not him, another guy. And I think you already told him off once. He knows, he's aware of it. And he sees that there is enough potential. There is enough potential because you're both coming up as a pair. However, the only thing is that he needs to make a choice. Either have fun and do his stuff, do his thing, whatever, because I think this guy is used to casual dating. Not a committed type of person, I would say. He doesn't really, even if he was in a relationship, they don't last long. He's like always has crushes, always gets like distracted. I like this girl and then I like that girl, like this kind of stuff. Or at least at this point of his life, he doesn't know about his feelings, because I don't really see any feelings. I just see that he knows what you want. He knows what you're looking for in a man. He feels good. He feels very happy and like emotionally fulfilled when he's with you. And he's trying to figure out, like, because for him, he can't just like fall in love. For him, it's like a more of a commitment. It's like a choice, He takes it seriously because like he can answer to himself. Like, if I'm in love with this girl, then, you know, like, he's confused. Like, he's confused. Am I doing, I don't know what I'm seeing here. Let me know in the comments what's going on over here. It's like he's being, you know, trying to be a good boyfriend or whatever, show a good side of him, but then he's like, okay, I'm doing so much stuff for her. Do I really like her, maybe? You know, like, he's confused now. Do I want to be in love with her? Like, am I in love with her? But I like spending time with her, like, and I'm still doing all this stuff for her. Like, what is going on? So he's confused. He's still figuring out. Actions. Oh my goodness, dude. It's beautiful. Suddenly, he's gonna offer you some stability. I don't know, something's gonna hit his head or what. Very suddenly, he's gonna be like, you know what? Let's do it. Let's give it a chance. Let's plant this flower together. Let's see where it goes. And not just like emotional stability, right? But like very, you see, you and him coming up very stable. I think you guys have good finances. Or maybe just the line of the type of work that you do. Here he came up as very fiery, but like here he's like very grounded, like not just emotional. If you know, sometimes a relationship can be there and fulfilling, but it's not stable. This is very consistent. He's gonna offer you out of the blue, very consistent offer, very stable offer, and you like it. What's gonna happen? Like, I'm curious. What will make him, you know, it's so funny. So the sex is so good that he's like, dude, you know what, I might as well just give it a chance. And there's gonna be transformation that's gonna lead to Four of Wands, which is stability. And a lot of this connection is based on passion, I would say. I think you guys have very good chemistry. Sometimes, you know, good sex can lead to actual relationship. I mean, that's the way, because he's confused. For some guys, even for girls, like, not even, just in general, for people, sometimes they can't differentiate between, like, good sex and falling in love. Like, sometimes when they feel such a strong physical connection to someone, then they confuse it just for sex when it's actual love, you know? So with this guy, he'll just enjoy being with you so much that he's like, dude, I just want her, you know? So sex might lead to something serious sometimes. Oh my God, guys, that's so beautiful. It's so funny because the same thing, advice for you. This relationship will be taken to the next level, whatever that means. If you are just dating casually, it's gonna be more serious. I see stability. I see going, you know, to the next level. Just leveling up, moving forward, new chapter, something better, something greater with this person, like a new chapter of your story almost. You know, like if you were just, maybe he'll tell you, hey, do you want to be exclusive? Do you want to be my girlfriend? Do you want to meet my parents? Something like that. Very serious move. Very serious move. Look at this. My goodness, look at these cards. That's just beautiful. I see very good potential in this relationship. And the funny thing is that you see how the choice came up for his feelings? Because for him, he can't allow himself to just fall in love. It has to be a strategic choice, because when he admits to himself that I'm in love with this girl, with this woman, that means he's completely in, 100%. He's not 15 years old, like, okay, I'm gonna fall in love and then like fall out of love. Love for him means a lot. That means commitment, investment, and that's why he was thinking about it. That's why the Justice card came up in his feelings, you know? He was like, do I want to love this woman? Because for him, it's not just like, let it be. He wants to, like, he has to choose whether or not he will want to love it. You know, love, not it, but like this or that, whatever, doesn't really matter. So basically, his approach to love is very logical and strategic. He never falls heads over heels. He makes a choice. Like, with you, for example, he was like, okay, I really like her company, I enjoy, you know, sex is great, and I really want her, like she's all like basically for him it's very important. I think sexual part for him is like very, very big, and that played a big role over here, you know. And also he likes your company, he sees you as a very resourceful woman. You might also have your life together, your career, smart, and like he knows what you want. And he's like, you know what, if you didn't tell him like let's just hook up, whatever, maybe he wouldn't even offer. But because he knows what you want and like your self-worth, that, and along with all the other things that I just said, he was like, you know what, like I guess I'll just make a choice and, you know, see where it goes. I want to commit to her right now. So I see commitment coming from him. Thank you so much for tuning in with me today. Let me know in the comments how it played out, what resonated with you, what was your story, because all I see, I just read the cards. Sometimes, you know, every story is different and sometimes confusing. So let me know what exactly was true for you, and I wish you all the best. Thank you.